Once, in a thriving kingdom, there lived a talented sculptor named Aran. His works were known far and wide for their lifelike detail and beauty. People came from distant lands to admire his statues, and the king himself had commissioned several pieces for the royal palace. Despite Aran's skill, he was a humble man. He worked quietly in his modest workshop, never boasting about his achievements. However, there was another sculptor in the kingdom, Aran, who was not as skilled but had a knack for self-promotion. Aran would often flaunt his work in the marketplace, calling attention to his masterpieces and criticizing Aran for not showcasing his talent. One day, the king announced a grand competition, a sculpture that could symbolize the kingdom's prosperity and unity. The winner would receive a large sum of gold and the honor of their work being displayed in the central square. Naturally, both Aran and Aran decided to participate. Aran immediately began spreading word of his participation, claiming he would create the most magnificent statue ever seen. Crowds gathered around his workshop daily, watching him work and listening to his grand declarations about his art. "This will be the pinnacle of beauty," he proclaimed. "No one will ever match my talent." Aran, on the other hand, stayed in his workshop, quietly working on his piece. Whenever someone asked about the competition, he simply smiled and said, "We'll see when the time comes." Weeks passed, and the day of the unveiling arrived. The entire kingdom gathered in the square, eager to see the sculptures. Aran's piece was revealed first, a towering statue of the king, adorned with intricate details and surrounded by smaller figures representing the people. The crowd gasped in awe, and Aran beamed with pride. "Behold the greatest work this kingdom has ever seen," he declared. Then came Aran's turn. As the cloth was pulled away, a collective silence fell over the crowd. His sculpture was a single figure, a farmer sowing seeds in a field, with an expression of hope and determination etched on his face. The details were so lifelike that it seemed the figure might step down and start sowing seeds in the square. Around the farmer's feet, the field transitioned seamlessly into a bed of flowers, symbolizing growth and unity. For a moment, no one spoke. Then, applause erupted. The king rose from his seat, visibly moved. "This," he said, "is not just a sculpture. It is a story, a reflection of our kingdom's spirit and resilience." Aran, trying to hide his envy, scoffed and said, "But it's so simple. Where is the grandeur? The complexity? Surely, my work is far superior." The king turned to Aran and replied, "Grandeur without meaning is hollow. Aran's work speaks to the heart of who we are. It captures the essence of our people, their labor, their hope, and their unity. That is true greatness." Aran, ever humble, simply bowed and thanked the king. As the crowd continued to cheer, Aran realized his mistake. While he had been busy showing off, Aran had poured his soul into his work, creating something that truly resonated with people. From that day on, Aran stopped boasting and began to focus on improving his craft. And Aran? He continued his work as he always had, quietly, humbly, and with great dedication. Friends, this story reminds us that true greatness doesn't need to be announced. Those who work with sincerity and purpose don't need to show off because their actions and results speak louder than words. So, focus on your journey, stay humble, and let your work shine for itself. If you found this story inspiring, share it with others and remember to keep striving forward, no matter what. I'll see you next time with another story that inspires and motivates. Keep believing in yourself and never stop growing.